My definition of a hate crime.
My definition of a hate crime.
My definition of a hate crime is basically a person or a specific group of people getting pinpointed for something, such as their race or religion, ethnicity. And unfortunately, I feel like it's a growing problem.
I think that a hate crime targets people of different ethnicity and maybe people who are handicapped or are of different sexual orientations.
African American or Muslim or Hispanic.
Jewish people.
Mexicans, actually.
Homosexual kids kind of get picked on.
It's usually towards people of certain backgrounds that people have problems with.
Person because of their race or religion or something about them that makes them different.
Ethnicity or what they believe in.
A different race, a different culture.
It's certainly not random.
It's usually biased and totally uncalled for.
It has to do something with the race or background of another person.
Anything that kind of targets a minority, whether it's violent, whether it's verbal, whether it's psychological or emotional, anything like that. It's just something that's intended to hurt another person.
No one should be subjected to that. No one should be picked on.
If I ever saw a hate crime taking place in front of my eyes, trying to break it up, trying to separate the two, or talking to an adult, I think if you get an adult involved, they can definitely help break it up.
Really stick up for that person, call the bully out on it.
I would try and stop the situation because it happens so much.
I would probably try my best to stop it, maybe step in. If it was a violent crime, then I'm not sure if I would be able to step in and break it up. But if it's a verbal fight where someone's being bullied or singled out, then you could gain support from friends and stick up to that person.
If you start doing something, then other people might join you. Yeah.
It does take courage to stand up and to let somebody know that, hey, I heard that, I don't appreciate that. That bothers me as well, just because it's judgmental.
I would probably call them out and tell them it's not right to do that just because they're a different race.
I would have a heart attack.
I think the first thing I would do is authenticate what was happening, and I would really try to report it to a teacher, but not just any teacher, probably someone that I really like.
I think just if you know the person who's causing hate crime, you kind of give them your point of view, be they're not that bad, they're just like us. So they're just another human being. So I think that's kind of the best way, but it is difficult, I guess, if it's in the act to break it up.
They're probably not a problem here because no one would really talk about it. I really can't see someone being bullied going up to a teacher and saying, hey, this is happening to me.
I'm seeing people make side comments, but not outwardly saying something to them.
Some examples of hate crimes are central. I think the homosexual kids kind of get picked on a lot of the time, just because either people are uncomfortable with it or they don't even realize what they're saying. Yeah, it's taken as a joke.
I wouldn't doubt they're happening. I know that people have definitely been bullied here, whether it's for their ethnicity or what they believe in or not.
In our school, at least, you see a lot of blacks and Hispanics and other minorities, so we kind of are used to being around them. We're kind of fine, and we can live with them. But in the rural areas, farmers, they're more definitely racist.
I think people in this area are more mature than in other areas, but I think it still exists.
I would like to think that here at Central we are more aware of the issues. People in general are more aware of them, and I think it's less likely to have become a problem.
There's definitely teasing, at least, at Central because of different races and stuff. I don't know if it goes as far as to hate crime. People just kind of pick on each other without thinking about it and don't realize that it might hurt people.